So, my daughter has gone home. I'm down to 2 waters. Those are all empty back there. So, what does one do when they're in a condo by themselves for a week? They go grocery shopping. So, what kind of groceries would I get on vacation on the ocean beach? Got some more water. Not the best water, as we talked about the other day, but hey, it's water. So, got some organics. Got what they had anyway. So, I'll show you what I got. Poof! Ta-da! So we got the organic apples, organic spinach, arugula, tomatoes, garlic. Saw the cute video earlier today I shared with you about how to cut it in half and smack it, and the garlic just pops right out. Organic sweet peppers. Got some sauerkraut. It's organic as well. Got some organic yellow squash. They did not have organic zucchini, so I did not get it. We talked before about thin skin. You got to get it organic. Got some supplies to be able to store it in the fridge. So I'm going to roast up a bunch of this tonight. Got some organic vegetable broth. Did get some palm heart pasta. Have you ever seen this before? They take the palm hearts and they shred them, and it turns into this little skinny, super nothing, no fat, no added sugar pasta. And I got some artichokes. You know, I'm obsessed with blending the artichokes and making sauce out of them. Got some raw pumpkin here. They didn't have organic. Got some Popeye spinach. I know canned food is just warm bulk. It's had all the nutrition, cooked the snot right out of it. But I got some of that and some of this okra. It just sounded really, really good for something a little different later this week. Got some basil, got some lime, got my horseradish mustard because I had my potatoes and my horseradish mustard. Got some zesty fat-free dressing. There's literally nothing in here. It says 2 added sugars, but that's the total with no fat, 3 carbs. And then the organic tomato ketchup. Got some green salsa, red salsa to put on the potatoes. Got some chickpeas to make some hummus with. Got some rice crackers, red rice and quinoa stackers. Now, we've been doing the rollers at home, and we love them. And these was the closest thing I could find, but it's like 1 gram of fat and 0 added sugar. So very low, but that's coming naturally from the quinoa, which quinoa is a standalone protein by itself, 79% protein per serving, in fact. I got some hothouse cucumbers, got some baby carrots that are multicolored. That's going to look really pretty in the roasted vegetables. Got some cabbage slaw to add to the salads this week, and I got some broccoli flowerets here. Organic potatoes, again, thin skins, got to get organic. Organic onions, thin skin. I got some sweet potatoes hiding down here, and then I got frozen cauliflower, frozen California blend vegetables, green beans, and then frozen strawberries and frozen blueberries to make some creamy blended desserts. And of course the water that I've already put up on top of the fridge. But that's how you eat for a week in a condo, and I will roast it all up and show you. Okay, we're going to give the root vegetables a little head start by putting them in the oven on broil and get them kind of browning up a little bit quicker, and then we can drop them down a shelf when we put the other lighter vegetables in. A little fat-free Italian dressing coated all over the other vegetables, including garlic and onion and mushrooms, broccoli, red and yellow bell peppers, orange bell peppers, and yellow squash, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 knives later, and a pair of scissors. Wish I had my knives from home, that's for sure. So I put the other vegetables in the roast, but these had to come out for just a few minutes. If you notice, my non-stick paper pan here I got is burned. A piece of it just chunked right off. So we're going to give it a minute for the other vegetables, and then we're going to drop them down in the oven so they're not quite so close to the burner. While we're waiting for those to come out of the oven, I'm going to go ahead and make some hummus for this week with some chickpeas, garbanzo beans. And there's quite a bit of aquafaba on top, and we're going to save that aquafaba for the pumpkin dessert we're going to make. We got a good cup and a half of aquafaba that we'll save to fluff up for the kind of like a whipping cream in the pumpkin dessert. And then we got a good serving of garbanzo beans here that we're going to put just a little bit of vegetable broth with, a little bit of garlic, and whip it up. This isn't the strongest of blenders, but there's proof that you can use just about anything to make food with. You don't have to have anything fancy, but I'm going to add a little bit more garlic to it and hope it pulls it in. See, that made quite a bit of hummus, and we're just going to add a little touch to it by adding some basil to the middle. And it's oil-free. You know exactly what went in it because you put it there. It's going to be tasty fun for this week. Getting the aquafaba started. It will take several minutes for this to fluff up. I don't have a hand mixer, so we're going to try it in the blender. And by about the time I get the pumpkin out of the can, raw pumpkin, and the spices added to it, we should be able to blend this and fold it in. Now this is fluffed up quite a bit, but I'm not getting the air and volume that aquafaba usually gives you when it is aerated with a hand blender. So we're just going to go ahead and give it a little bit of a swirl here and kind of fold it into the pumpkin mix here that has like a gingerbread seasoning added to it and some stevia, and see how that goes. You want to make sure that you just fold it in. You're not going to whip it this time. And like I said, if it had enough aeration going in it from the hand blender, it would just be just like whipped cream going in here. Trust me, it tastes as luscious as it looks, and it got quite a bit made out of that. The pumpkin can was one of the doubles, so it is way, let's see, how many ounces is this? Quite a bit. Is the big one. Okay, it's a 29-ounce can. Another beauty of this is you can either put it in the regular refrigerator and chill it like pudding, or you can freeze it and then scrape it out and blend it a little bit and make it more into like a pumpkin ice cream. I'm going to save the leftover aquafaba to use later this week when I make the berry cream for another little dessert treat with the blueberries and strawberries. And it'll just give it a nice fluff and also be more of a 50-50 with the aquafaba acting as the starch. I've even placed it in the freezer to get nice and solid, and then the day that I want to make that, I'll pull it out and let it soften up a little bit before we put it in the blender. I don't think those could come out more beautiful if I tried. Lovely root vegetables, just golden brown and perfect fork tender. The vegetables are good and soft, not overcooked. Delicious. Oh, my tasty word. Visit the starchlady.com or look for the Starch Lady group on Facebook.